This is a road or a lane called Birchover Lane, which is typical of some of the routes that we use around the Peak District. Although it is a road, it's a pretty quiet country lane, and we don't come across that many cars on it. It's, you know, not perfect in terms of road surface, but pretty good. As you can see, it's a lovely winter's day today. We've got a few puddles and bumps on it, and this road actually becomes a really steep lane shortly. But this is why e-bikes are so good for touring in the Peak District, because it doesn't really matter that it's a steep lane. You can keep pedalling at your normal rate. If you were doing it on a push bike, you'd be exhausted by the top of this lane. But this is the beginning of the tour, and we use this to sort of just demonstrate to you how effective the e-bike or trike, I'm out on the trike today, can be at climbing the hills around the Peak District. So as you can see, it's a typical country lane as we climb up into the White Peak countryside. This leads from Winster to the village of Birchover, hence Birchover Lane. You can see we've had a bit of rain the last few days, so surface water, but again the mud guards on the bikes really help when touring in this sort of thing. I mean, as long as you've got the right clothing, touring really is fairly year-round business. You can see there's a few potholes on the road, but unlike cars, bikes sort of like potholes. On the e-bikes, it's your mind that is more likely to be a problem for you than the actual capacity of the bike, because they'll just keep going. So my advice is always, if you see a pothole and you get stuck in it and you didn't want to be, just keep cycling and you'll come out the other side fine. So we can see now that the road starts to climb. So I will change my gears. So you've still got manual gears on an e-bike. There's even a bit of ice on the road this morning, but the sun's drying that out now. And on the bikes, it would start to kick into sort of turbo mode at this stage, as we now begin to climb what is one of the steepest hills we'd really come across on our tours. They really are quite steep, as you can see, as we now start to climb up, but it's fairly effortless on the e-bike, even though it's a really steep lane. Beautiful though. It's a lovely day today, steep sided banks, and as you see, as we get nearer the top, it gets narrower and narrower. And I'm pedaling slowly, really, just to demonstrate that you don't have to go fast. You get a bit of debris on the roads. And as we reach the top of the hill, we have a nice little gentle whoosh down into the village. So if you wanted to know what sort of country lanes we go down, that's a great example.